All right, good morning, beautiful people, and welcome to our Halloween hangout. Woo! Happy Halloween, everybody. So it's nice to see you all here. Just a couple of things. So hi, Tanya. Hi, Margot. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Lena. Hi, welcome, Judith. Margot will do some introductions in a minute, I'm sure. Just a couple of things before we open it up to you for discussion and questions and things like that. Number one, it's Premier Week for BODi, so make sure that you're showing the different options, talking about in your stories, like all those things. Day passes are now available, so that people check out what BODi is all about. All right, even if you're not doing the workouts, like Max did a great story the other day where she video recorded, like the BODi, or screen recorded, sorry, the just different options of the workouts and the schedule and things like that. So it was really cool to see, because you can pretty much do a workout. I think it was like, I don't know, it's almost 24 hours. It's just shy of 24 hours that you can access the workout platform. So, or the different workouts in there. So, so make sure you're showcasing that. And the second thing is that November 2nd, so Tuesday, is peppermint mocha, right? So volume should be going through the roof. This is a great way to get coaches or preferred customers back active again, is with the peppermint mocha launch, talking about it in your stories. I was just on a call right now where the coach was talking about how you can still offer people pumpkin spice, not pumpkin spice Shakeology, but you can offer them if they, like, say you did a poll, are you a peppermint mocha girl, or are you person, are you a pumpkin spice person? And then if they say they're pumpkin spice, teach them how to make pumpkin spice with vanilla Shakeology, because you can still make it. You can make cookie dough. You can make, like, vanilla is my absolute favorite because it's so versatile, right? So we have, you can use fruity ones, or you can have even with, if you want to make like a treat one, like Clarissa makes it with like cashew milk, and she actually puts like one of those small almond roca bars in it, like the pieces of it, to make it kind of like a blizzard. So there's so much you can do with the vanilla, and you just teach people how to make it. Because I know I've always been a peppermint mocha, like Starbucks when it first came out, like that's my drink. I get grande, half sweet, extra hot, no whip, peppermint mocha. So I'm very accustomed to ordering that. I never order a pumpkin spice because I don't like pumpkin spice. So but I know it's usually the opposite. I think more people like the pumpkin over the peppermint. So I think if you're not a mint person, you're not a mint person. Anyway, so those are the two things. And today is the last day for Team Cup. So if you are on a Team Cup team, pushing today, making sure you're doing lots of follow-ups, right? And checking in with people that you've sent invites to all month long. So, so that's it for my news. Remember, this is your hour or 45 minutes or whatever it is to ask questions. There are no bad questions. People are at all different stages of their business, and we all learn from each other. So even I do, because if I don't know the answer, then I'm forced to look it up. So remember that all questions are fair game questions, and even sharing, like if something's working really well for you, or you want to share something like that, please take the time to do that. So so that's it for me this morning. Who has, Margot, did you want to take a second and introduce Judith?
Yeah, I guess when we have a new beautiful lady join and everyone's thinking, who is that? Who's that gorgeous gal? So this is Judith. She is amazing. Like, I don't even know what to say, because she's a walking, talking coach before she even knew what this was or anything about it. She's inspiring and motivating and wants the best for everybody, and has a heart of gold. And she has Divine TV Facebook channel. She has a Canadian Women's Network group. I met her on the chat, which is a networking thing that we do on Wednesdays. She came out to the workout outside in the cold about 2 months ago, and literally she has been my absolute favorite customer as far as we've been working out together in the mornings. And then she has, in the Divine TV channel, she has a bunch of other ladies joining us. So I said, Judith, you got to be a coach. You're already coaching. So and she can't stay for the whole meeting here. So I just wanted her to pop on and say a quick hello. Coach, can you say hello, Judith?
Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to meet this group. Margot talked really high about all of you. You're beautiful, younger, and it's so good to be here in this community.
I remember meeting you at the workout. It was fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome.
And she teaches Spanish and of course speaks.
That's right. We were chatting
Spanish.
about that.
Yes.
And I know that we do have a lot of Spanish speaking and Spanish people in this BODi group. So that will be a huge asset too, because she'll be able to speak to a lot of the coaches or customers in a language that they're used to speaking. So that is amazing. So I'm very happy and grateful that she decided to join.
We have 3 Spanish speakers on right now because we have Judith, we have Andrea, and we have Cindy.
Nice.
Okay, don't start talking to each other and we won't understand what you're saying because you'll
And Clarissa speaks it as well.
Well, that's right. Clarissa is, of course.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yo hablo un poco. Right?
So yeah.
So welcome. It's
go.
wonderful to have you.
There's our new coach. Yeah.
Thank you, Margot, for the invitation. Thank you, Tamara. And yeah, I am happy to be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Margot, do you have any questions you want to kick off with?
Oh my, Tamara, you know I'm the queen of questions.
That's right.
Yeah, I know. I actually, so Judith and I were doing yoga with another beautiful lady, Doris, just before this. And I was saying, this is the call that we can just ask a bunch of questions. And Tamara always gets my dumb questions that I've been asking for 2 years, same question. So whenever we have questions, do not feel shy or embarrassed. And I know Sam is on here and she had that, but this is an open forum for the questions because we all weren't born to be fitness leaders or virtual fitness leaders. So this is sort of new for a lot of people. So this is where you ask the question. Actually, I don't even know. I think I'm okay for now because I know peppermint mocha is coming out. Yeah, no, I just keep on keeping on, and I'm adding more people to the team on Monday. I have a few people from work who want to join. So if anybody works, hi Sam, in a anywhere where you have a group of people, sometimes you might want to just ask if they want to join you, if you're allowed to, for a workout at somewhere in the office or outside the office or whatever. And that's how a lot of people can get used to seeing what the workouts are like and how non-intimidating they are. So that's really been working for me, just so you know, just to give you a tip if people
Margot,
are
can I ask you a question? When you offer your workouts at work, are you just doing like once a week?
No, I do it every day at noon.
Every day. So then, okay. No, I'm just curious because like I couldn't do it at noon. There's no way because we just don't have enough time. Like teachers barely have enough time to go pee in the day. So so there's no way I could do it at noon, but I could offer one after school. I just I would want people to like want to get their own package to continue with the workout, right? So if you're offering it every day at noon, are people actually signing up?
Yeah, they all did. Or not all of them. There's only a couple that haven't, but they were never going to anyway. They fall in love with the workouts. When you do these workouts, as you all know, because you're all veteran coaches, the trainers, of course, are saying you can do this. You're stronger than your excuses. You're the da 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 da. It's going into your head, going into your head, going into your head. People don't want to not have that on the weekend or not have that when they're on holidays or with. It's kind of like infectious, like a good infection. They still want that on the weekend or whatever. A lot of the people I work with too, they work part-time, so they're not in every day. So they want the workouts for the days that they're not in. So I have from the BC Cancer Agency ladies, I think there's 4 ladies who have signed up to a challenge pack. And then I have now Surrey Neuroplasticity Clinic. I've got one person starting tomorrow and she's got a friend who might want to join and another woman who's getting married in 4 months. So she might want to join. and they'll probably just be customers. And you don't also want to, you have to be careful when you're doing something at your work that you don't, they have to come to you.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it every day for half an hour, you're almost being an example of what we do outside of this. So
what workouts do you do? Because you wouldn't have equipment for it, right?
I have I had some extra 5s and 8s, and everybody has brought in some 5s. So pretty much, or 2s. And so we just finished MBF just not too long ago. And now they all want to do Morning Meltdown 100. Okay. So we'll start with morning MM 100. And as I say, sometimes there's 3 people, sometimes there's 2 people, sometimes there's 6 people, sometimes there's just 1 person and me. So it's a real difference every time. But yeah, they end up just kind of falling in love with the whole, the atmosphere, the feeling, the way somehow those videos can come out and talk to you in your head and make you feel like a stronger and healthier.
Margot, you should try BODi with them.
Oh, there she is. Oh, I know.
You should try actually. BODi with them. So they get the membership. They can choose whatever workout they want. They feel in the mood that day.
I know. I was going to look and see what BODi workouts were available at noon. Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Or pre-recorded ones too. They're all pre-recorded.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't have to do them live if you can't. But that would be a very good way to get them like, oh, look at this, how fun. And at home on the weekend, you can actually be there live. And Tamara, for you, I would suggest that if you want to do that, do twice a week, maybe a Tuesday and a Thursday. And the other days they have to buy the challenge pack and do on their own. Like you can do together twice a week, because that gets the excitement. Oh yeah, so we do together twice. And then I have to commit like the other days at home. But then they have to get the package, not just like, oh, this freebies. Tamara's gonna be like every day doing the workout, so we don't have to bother getting the package. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
No, thank you. That was really helpful. It's such a good idea for people, because we often forget that we have these people like right there, that we can access and talk to. And I know for me, I find it easier to talk to a stranger than I find it to talk to somebody I know. I don't know why, but it's just the way I feel. So it's something that I'm willing to like work on and challenge myself. I'm definitely better at it than I used to be, but at the same time, it's,
Just so you know, sorry, one quick heads up, and I just did this from where I work, is when I actually first started working there, I did say I was an online fitness coach with BeachBody. I was totally blunt, and but they're all about health and technology. And I also work with neuroscientists. So Sam, you would understand this. The actual benefits to physical fitness and the brain are huge. So the neuroscience side of what I do, like Dr. Ryan Darcy, who's one of the top Canadian neuroscientists in Canada, he will avoid booking his meetings in the boardroom at noon because he wants me to do the workouts with the people at the office. So as long as your manager or whoever is, just give them a heads up and just say, is it okay if I offer up some free workouts, with stress is happening, winter's coming, people can't work out outside or whatever. Can I do that? Do you mind? And if they mind, then they're weird, but just, you want to put it out there that, ask the permission, and then be a non-threatening, hey, if anybody wants to join, it's free. We'll do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We'll meet here, blah, blah, blah. You might have 1 person show, then 2, then 3, then 5. It grows from there.
And did you get them to sign a waiver?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
They've all signed the waiver, the BeachBody waiver. So because that's a good point. Whenever anybody's doing your BeachBody workouts, they don't have BeachBody, so they do have to sign a waiver, because if they get injured or something, then you don't want to be in trouble.
And you found that in the coach office?
Yeah, I think I did, or I retyped it. I think. Yeah, I did. I don't know where I found it, but I've got it, and I think I retyped it just to clear it up a bit, and just took a few copies, and everybody has signed it. And yeah.
And then is it like, So I'm thinking of like old Zumba sessions when I used to run, because we used to run Zumba. My Zumba sessions would be like a season. So like they would start in September and then they would end mid-December, and someone would sign a waiver for that period of time. So it's not like they have to sign it every single day.
No,
right?
no. I created I put on their signature, and then at the bottom I said initial here for the series or something. I can't remember how I said it, but I said initial here to say that this is an ongoing
Right.
disclosure, blah blah, or whatever. Waiver.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's cool. Very cool.
Can I
And
add
totally
my
doable.
science tidbit to that?
Yes,
So
scientist, you can.
there's a book called The Brain That Changes Itself, and by Norman Deutsch. And it came out around the time that I was studying in school. And it was all about neuroplasticity, which I think is well accepted theory now. And this book goes into amazing personal stories of people who have had strokes and who've had a lot of seizures in their life, and therapy that they've done to completely rewire their brain. And of course, so it gives you it talks about the images in that, but it does so in this really cool personal development type book. And they talk about exercise. And they even talk about people who just think about exercise. It can make such a difference in the way that your brain is wired. And we often just think of the brain as signals being sent, other neurons receiving the signals, and that's how we get our endorphin kick, and that's how we get our happy hormones received. But it's so much more than that. It's literally the restructuring of your brain by the way that you think. And so this one is a really good book. I know it's 2007, 2008, but I highly recommend it if anyone.
What's it called again?
The Brain That Changes Itself.
Can you put it in the chat, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
It was one of my favorite books, but I hope it's not too dry. But on that note, I also want to ask a question about being away. So I know that we offer only in certain countries, but if you are on vacation or if you move, you can still use your Beachbody on demand with your Wi-Fi or whatever you're streaming off of. It's just that we can't offer in other countries because of the shipping and the address and so on, right?
Right.
Okay.
And so you wouldn't have like Olena, for example, right? She streams her workouts in the app store where she lives in her country. She wouldn't have the access to the Beachbody On Demand app. She'd have to log into the app store to the US or Canada or something, and with like a different account to be able to download it. Right. So it's more just that streaming, and sometimes you have to use a VPN for it, but it is accessible for sure.
Okay, so but if you are in the other country and you just go to beachbodyondemand.com or whatnot, you can still.
Yeah, it's been fine for me. I've never had any issues. Like I used it in Mexico, I've used it in Brazil. I've had no issues with it whatsoever. When I've traveled where I'm not sure about the Wi-Fi, I've downloaded my workouts onto my phone, so that I can still access them that way through the app before I go.
Awesome. I'm going to Mexico next week, and 2 of my customers are coming.
Yay, that's exciting.
Coach, are we going to be able to do our workouts? And coach, we expect you to want to do our workouts with us. I'm like, I'm on it. We're gonna do it.
I never had an issue. I used my laptop in Mexico. I never had an issue with it whatsoever. So
cool. Thank you.
Sam, the only difference is not regarding the workouts, back office. I used to go to Brazil, no problems to access the back office. But I think the last 2 times I went there, they wouldn't allow me to access the back office. So I couldn't check my paychecks. I couldn't check anything. So I actually had to get this VPN app. That it's like a little bear that pretends that you are in the US or in Canada. That was the only way that I could see what was going on with my business.
Okay, cool. So you actually just ended up downloading the VPN while you were in Brazil and applied it.
Then it would work. But the workouts, no problems.
Perfect. Okay.
Have fun in Mexico. Jealous.
Oh my gosh. Waited forever for this.
where are you going?
Puerto Vallarta.
Anywhere is beautiful in Mexico, doesn't matter.
Yeah, two of our friends have a place that they often Airbnb over there. It's not too far from the downtown area. It's
Wow.
And then after we'll just go to a resort for 3 days just to be horizontal the whole time. So
Amazing. Amazing.
yeah.
Have fun. That's awesome. So happy for you. Anyone else? Questions? How's it going?
Hi, Tamara. I just wanted to double check because I remember that when I joined the ship, and we had no Wi-Fi whatsoever. The Wi-Fi was horrible. So how many workouts can you download at a time, like on your phone? Because I can only access, I can only download the workouts on my phone because I have the BeachBody app on my phone. And then,
It would depend on your phone storage.
okay, so
So
it's
for
all
me,
about.
it wouldn't be very many until I get my new phone, and then I'll be fine. But
All
it
right.
really depends on your phone storage. Yeah.
So it doesn't depend on BeachBody or anything else.
No,
Okay.
it's just the amount of space it takes up on your phone.
Okay, got it.
And I did find, so it worked really well when we were in Asia, but I did find I still had to like log on to the Wi-Fi, but it wouldn't actually use any of my megabytes or whatever it was that it was doing. It just needed to like, I don't know. Whereas I've gone camping before and didn't have access to Wi-Fi and it was fine. So yeah, so you just have to play around with it. But the best way to check it is if you download the workouts and then put your phone in airplane mode and then try and play them without any Wi-Fi or cellular data, see if they work, right? Because then you'll know if it's going to work for you on your way. Definitely check it before you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've had to delete some of them and like re-download them.
And Olina, at last resort, just have like some of your favorite workouts there. Maybe like you're doing a program that's 100 days. You're not gonna be able to download 100-day workouts, but then have like your favorite workouts already downloaded. So like last resort, Medallion Internet is not working. At least you have that to do it. Something that's gonna make you happy. Because Fabiola was talking to me, she's like, I cannot do any of the programs. This doesn't work. And I was like, holy, I thought Medallion Internet was supposed to be good. Why did we bother changing from minutes to Medallion? Anyways, so just have that.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
I have a question about the 3-day refresh because I'm going to start it on Monday. All my events are finally done. So
I've been watching your parties.
there's no more, I swear. Not yet. So I'm going to take this November to do the refresh and then try to do like everyone did the 30-day hard thing for October and stuff. But on the 3-day refresh, can you still drink the recover? I didn't see that in the materials. I don't think you can,
so.
right? Okay.
No, because it would have to be the vegan recover if you have it, because you can't have, there's no animal product on the refresh, but I don't think so. I think because they're saying like ultimately you shouldn't really be like doing hard workouts. So you really on the refresh, so you really shouldn't need the recover, but you know, it's up to you what you want to do with the workouts. And then
right, because they don't talk at all about any of the supplements like the enterprise or anything like that. So
no, because it's supposed to be caffeine free for the 3 days, which some works for some people. For me it doesn't work because I need to function, in 3 days with a caffeine headache is not gonna be good for me. So
I don't work out, Debbie. I take those 3 days just to be like focusing on my 3-day refresh. I take naps in the afternoon. The second day, I usually have a headache. Last time I didn't have it because of coffee, but I just like, I take it really easy. Sometimes on the first day, because I'm still like, okay, I do a workout, but that's about it. Okay. I don't do it. I just take the time to like register and video and take pictures just for like promotion hardcore.
Right. Okay. Got it.
But
Yeah.
I do highly recommend the 3-day yoga that goes with 3-day refresh.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Highly recommend it. I never did it before. So I've done 3-day refresh 3 times. First time, I think I lost 3.6 pounds. Second time, or 3.4, 3.8. And then this last time I did it, I lost 5.4 pounds in 3 days. And that yoga, I'd never done the yoga before with it. So I did the yoga this time with it. This is going to sound gross, but listen, hear me out. The first yoga day that you're doing and I know this about yoga, but it seems weird because they say, okay, right now you're twisting your transverse colon or you're this and you're that. And you of course, you're just turning your body, but you're actually kind of wringing out your insides is how I visualize it. And literally on day 1 of the 3-day refresh and doing that day 1 of the 3-day refresh yoga, even after that first day, I believe I probably lost about a pound or 2 just from it working in the evening. So I did the yoga in the morning and it definitely worked in the evening, not in a bad way, just really, really good. And then, so I did day 2 of the yoga and day 3 of the yoga, and I ended up with a much higher weight loss for those 3 days.
Okay.
So I do recommend
so great
it.
to know, Margot. So great to know. I am, if any, I think who's in the US? Only Ashley, right? I'm looking. Yeah, only Ashley. I'm gonna do the ultimate reset again. So I'm thinking January. I'm just looking at some options to get it shipped here. So after Christmas, do the 21 days. So for anyone who's never done it, like Clarissa's dad was like the first one that I saw do the reset, and he was like on all sorts of medication and he's no longer on it. So it's like blood pressure and all that sort of stuff, right? So it's the best. I don't even know, like when I think of cleanse, like when someone talks about a cleanse to me, I always think of like the wild rose tea one where people just drink tea for like, I don't even know how long, and you just end up pooping for like consecutive amounts of days and you don't really eat, and so you're hungry all the time, and that is not the ultimate reset. So ultimate reset is tons of food, way more than the refresh, way more. Like I was never hungry on the reset ever, with supplements that you take before, and tons of water. It's like an insane amount of water, and it's distilled water that you put mineralized salt into. And the reason that they do distilled water is because distilled water actually, because it doesn't have a charge to it, like an electron imbalance to it, it actually pulls out all of the stuff, the good stuff and the bad stuff from your cells. Like it's completely cleaning everything out. The first time I did it, I have never felt so amazing in my life. Like I had so much energy, it was insane. The second time, the timing was just terrible. It was before Christmas. I should have never done it that time. So yeah, we're gonna look at doing it for January. Yeah, I personally think it's the best program that Beachbody has for like I like it better than Refresh, big time.
With the 21-day reset, is that in Beachbody?
It's in Beachbody, but it's not available in Canada. So you have to have someone who lives in the States order it and then ship it to you. Because it has to be ordered on an American credit card. So it can't be.
Yeah, because I've never seen that on there.
No,
only the
it's only American. You can, if you have someone like an email account or just someone's account, you could log in as them being living in the US to be able to see the options for it. But we can't get it in Canada. So so working on getting it for myself and then another friend of mine. And I'm hoping to convince my parents to do it because they could both really use it. And my dad is game, but I don't know that my mom will give up wine for 3 weeks. So wine or
another option to order. Actually, that's how I ordered for my dad. We're in Florida. So expedited to the hotel that we're staying. So we got the kit in Florida. And then when he went back to Brazil, he just packed it with him and he took to Brazil.
Yeah.
So if anyone going to Summit, you can just ship it to the hotel that you're staying.
Yeah, for sure. So look at your options. It's expensive, definitely not cheap, but 100% worth it. And we'll see. Hopefully I can get it for less than $80 US shipping like last time. That was a bit pricey just for
What
the
about doing,
shipping. So
like, if you can find someone to do it, would you be able to do like a group kind of situation deal type idea on it?
maybe. I don't know how much she would
I don't,
be.
I'm that's why I'm asking, because I don't
Yeah.
know, right? I'm just curious because I don't have anybody in the States, so. But it
You could
sounds like
ask
something I
in the
would
group
totally
though,
be willing
like
to try.
you can
especially
ask
after
in the coach hub for someone to order it for you.
the coach hub.
Yeah, in the Empower
Oh,
Squad,
okay.
because there's tons of American coaches in there.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ashley might order it for you and ship it to you. So she's right there. She lives in Dakota. So you do have
Oh.
somebody that lives in the
Well,
US,
that's true. Yes.
right? So
But
it's just
I meant
a matter of
on the
asking.
personal sense. I didn't know it. I don't know.
Yeah,
anybody,
yeah. But a coach would order it for you for sure.
Okay.
And then I pay for, like, I would transfer them money through PayPal, because you can actually, like, let's say it comes to whatever, $215 US. You can,
Okay.
instead of sending like a money transfer, if you have a PayPal account, I can actually go in and say
How
that I
much is
want her
this?
to
Like,
receive.
if you were to transfer it into Canadian, like from US funds, what would it actually be? Like the price? Do you remember?
No, because we
No.
always
I think
ordered
it's
a double
about
kit.
$300. It's about
Yeah.
$300. Okay, Lloyd, I just had a brilliant idea. Lena is coming. Why don't you expedite it to her place and she brings next Friday for you?
Oh, right.
Yeah, hello.
Right.
About Florida and then a coach that you know in Florida. There you go.
I don't know that it would get there in time though.
You have to expedite. There is like a 3-day for FedEx. That's what I got from my dad.
And how much is that shipping? Like $50-something?
No, the shipping in Florida is nothing. There you go. Work on it, girl.
Yeah.
Larissa, how did you get around the credit card part with ordering something to like the hotel in Florida? How did you get around not using a US credit card?
She has a US credit card.
Oh, okay. Family in Florida were going there in the end of December, so I was like, that would be a perfect time to order it. But yeah, the credit card would be the issue.
Yeah. I think you can apply for a US credit card.
I guess I could do that too.
Is that
And then
like
that way.
I know Max used to have one. I think she canceled it. Another friend of mine has a US credit card. So yeah, I don't know the logistics on it. I don't, because I don't have one myself. So, but I do think you are allowed to apply for one. And really, you don't need one with a huge limit. It's like maybe a $500 limit, and yeah, right. So.
And was it like yoga workouts, or was it still your intense workouts?
Not
like,
intense workouts,
No.
but I still worked out because I was doing 10 rounds and I knew that I was gonna chew someone's head off if I didn't work out, because it was the beginning of COVID, right? So yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I still did 10 rounds and I was
just know with
fine.
the 3-day refresh, I stayed with doing my workouts. I didn't change anything and I felt fine, actually. I felt even better. So I don't think I could have not worked out.
Yeah, it's not very good for my mental state to not work
No.
out.
It's the
Mara,
only
I
thing
should have
keeping me
talked to you.
sane.
I should have talked to you before because I'm the caffeine thing. I'm at a desk all day long. Like I cannot function without caffeine. And I took it out the 3 days and I was taking 2 o'clock naps. Like I was struggling. So good to know. So maybe next time I'll have the coffee, but I'll do the yoga and somehow all of that will come out in the wash.
I think the biggest thing for the coffee piece is what you put in it, right? So if you're just a black coffee, nice to meet you too, Judith. If you're just a black coffee drinker, like I don't think you have to, you should technically cut it out, but at the same time, it's not as bad. It's the stuff that you put in if you're someone like me that puts stuff in coffee, right? So Yeah, look at MJ showing her cup there. Thank you, Sam.
No problem.
Ashley, I think we both have a Halloween cat. You have a black cat, don't you? Yeah. Mine's here terrorizing me.
Did you see that Jazz and Briella are dressed up there? What's the face paint? Or she's doing her makeup. I can't hear you, so.
Cute.
I will be a mommy puppy and she's going to be a little baby puppy.
Aww.
So mommy started early doing my makeup because I didn't know when I would be able to do it. So
All the office staff at my work were, so my principal was Cruella DeVille and all of the staff were Dalmatians.
oh, cute.
Yeah, it was really cute. And then they had a sign that said, "Welcome to the dog pound." It was cute. And then one of the other classroom teachers, he was Papa Smurf and all his students were Smurfs.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So super fun. Super fun. Well, should we do a picture before we lose anybody else? Should have got Judith on there. Thank you. Cindy had great 3-day refresh results.
I did. Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's kind of muffled a little bit, but
Sorry, I'm like in a little cabin far away. Anyways, I had a really hard time with the refresh this time. It was my second time. I did not work out. I physically couldn't. I would like run errands in the day and come back and just like lounge. But I felt so good. I've been having a lot of acid reflux and bloating and stuff like that. And that really, really helped me. It's like gone.
oh, that's awesome.
And I finally braved up and posted my pictures and I've gotten good response. So I'm really happy about that. That people are asking me what I did and I've sent a couple share cards. So.
Yay.
Hey,
That's amazing. I was really blown away. You're like, your results were so, yeah, so amazing.
I lost 1 kilo, so like maybe 2 pounds, but it was just like the shape of my stomach that blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was unreal. So
Amazing.
happy for you.
Yeah, that side profile, Cindy, I was like, oh my God.
I know.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. I know.
Congrats, Cindy.
Thank you.
Any other questions, ladies? Well, go enjoy your Halloween then. Good luck with your makeup, Jazz. Oh, look at her.
Do we have a call next Sunday?
I had to go throw her puppy costume on.
Oh, from the retreat. No.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
we're gonna
we
be
have
in our
our-
diamond retreat next weekend.
Yeah. So no
with
call
Christina
next
and the
Sunday.
leaders.
Okay.
Okay.
Have an awesome time.
Thank you for remembering
Thank
that.
you.
All right.
You guys have
So
an
we'll see you
awesome
in 2
weekend
weeks.
next weekend and have an awesome week. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween. Thank you.
Bye.
Remember Peppermint Mocha and Premier Week.
Bye.